Hello and welcome. Today we are going to learn how to scrape Amazon product data into Airtable using the Apify API and also the Data Fetcher extension. So Apify is a web scraping tool that enables you to collect data from any website, and you can sign up for this for free. So if you simply click that big blue button, follow the instructions, and you will end up with a free plan account like so. If you need a little bit of help with those instructions, you can also check out our blog on datafetcher.com, where we have this exact topic with the information of how to sign up as well for free. Once you have your free plan and you're signed in, you will arrive onto the following screen. Here you can find this store option to the left-hand side. Select that from the menu. And now we're going to use the store search bar to locate and select the Amazon product scraper. So here, if you simply search for it, it will pop up. It's that first one here. We're going to select this, and at the bottom of the screen, as you can see, it says start 14 days trial. So if we select this, the following will pop up and we simply select start free trial. That has now been activated, as you can see. So now in this text box, you want to copy and paste the URL of the Amazon product or the product category that you want to scrape data from. So you also have the option to select a maximum number of items to scrape, which may apply if you are scraping a whole Amazon category. So for this example, we are going to use a single product, so you can simply ignore this current step, and we are going to move down to save as new task. This creates what Apify refers to as an actor task. Then we're going to click the start button and Apify will start scraping the product data from your chosen Amazon product. So while this scrapes the data, we're going to head back over to our Airtable base and we are going to install the Data Fetcher extension. So over to the right hand side, you'll see this extensions option in the bar here. Select that and then click on the button that reads add an extension. Once you've done that, you'll see a search bar in the top right hand corner, and we are going to search for Data Fetcher. Nice and simple. That will appear and you can select that add button and then select add extension. The following will load where you can either create a free Data Fetcher account or you can simply continue with Google. This next page appears and this is where we can import our data. So select the button that reads create your first request and the following screen will load. For the application, we are going to search for Apify. So if you simply type that in there, it will appear like so. And for the authorization, we do need to get our Apify API key. So the easiest way to do this is simply to select this click here button and the following screen will load. Here we have our personal API token, which you can simply copy by selecting that copy button and bring that information back to this input box on your Airtable base. Once you have that pasted in, we're going to select the endpoint, import data from an actor task's latest run, and then we want to retitle this request. So back up at the top where it reads request 1, we're going to retitle this as fetch Amazon product info, like so. Then we're going to select the save and continue button in the bottom right hand corner, and the following screen will load. Now under actor task is where you select your Amazon crawler task, which is what we have working currently on that Apify screen. And for the output table and view, you can leave this as table 1 unless you titled it otherwise, and grid view. And then we're going to select save and run in the bottom right hand corner. Select continue. And now the response field mapping page loads. And this is where you can choose which fields you would like to have imported into your Airtable base. So for this example, we are going to click on the filter all button up here at the top to switch all of those toggles off because they're currently on at the moment, and you can see this from green to gray, that's on and off. So we're going to select filter all, that turns them all off, and then we're going to use this find field search bar to easily locate the fields that we want to import. So for this example, we are going to import the following fields. We'll search for URL, as you can see here, title, brand, and just flicking that toggle from gray to green, description, and stars. Fantastic. So you can just double check that these are now switched on here, and you can see as well here that these will automatically be set to map to new fields that will be titled like so. This will be created in the output table. Here we can select save and run in the bottom right hand corner, and as you can see, these fields are now being created. Select show output table, and as you can see, that information has now been imported to our Airtable base with all of the fields that we have selected here. Really cool. So this is amazing, but at the moment you would need to manually click the run request option in Data Fetcher to import any updates to the Amazon product data. However, you can actually make this happen automatically so that your Airtable is updated with new information without you having to do a thing. So in order to do this, there are 2 steps to automate this process using both the Apify scheduling feature and Data Fetcher's scheduling feature as well. So if we head back to our Apify account here, we're going to go to that left-hand menu here and select the actors and then select save tasks. So here you can see the Amazon crawler task and any other tasks that you might have. So we want to select this task by clicking that little box and creating a tick there, and you will see that you now have a schedule option that appears. Select the schedule option and click on the confirm button. We do want to proceed with this. The following screen will load. This is set to default, but you can retitle this if you'd like to give it a new name simply by clicking on that and selecting save. And you can also choose how frequently you would like for this schedule to run. So here you can select that change button and you've got all of those options here as well. So once you've decided what the schedule is that you would like for your information to be updated, you can select save. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the activate button down in the left hand side of the screen. Next, we're going to need to set up Data Fetcher's scheduling feature. So we're going to head back over to our Airtable base and we're going to look for that extensions button again in the top right hand corner. Select that and it will immediately pop up with the Data Fetcher extension. This loads just automatically. You don't need to do anything until you reach the following screen where you select the request that you have already created, and this will load up with all of those settings you have already created for this particular request, and we're going to scroll down to see this schedule option. Now this will only appear if you have already upgraded to a paid Data Fetcher account, so if you haven't done that, I really recommend that you do, so that you do have this scheduling tool which you can use with all of your other requests. So once you have upgraded to a paid Data Fetcher account, we're going to select the authorize button here and select I understand, let's authorize. Data Fetcher will then ask for access to your Airtable account. So if you select the add a base, you can choose all current and future bases in all current and future workspaces and select grant access. You will only need to do this once, and as soon as you do, you will have that toggle. Here you can see it turns on automatically, but again, you can turn that on or off and then select how frequently you would like for this request to run. Once you've done that, you can select save and then you can close that window over. So today, hopefully you have learned how to scrape Amazon product data into Airtable using the Data Fetcher extension. But if you do have any questions, you can always reach out to us here at datafetcher.com, where we also have a full-length blog, like I mentioned before, on this exact topic for you to learn that way as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn today. I really hope you have a good one.